Hey everybody, welcome back to the Crack One Open podcast. I'm your host, Big Bob, with my co-host
D-Rock. What's going on, everybody?
So, we're the number one bedroom podcast in the world nowadays, I'm seeing. Do you see all the hate that we've been getting for the Connor shit?
Oh yeah, we got probably hundreds of people giving us hate comments because we're the fucking casuals and all that, but they're still the ones giving us the attention. So
Yeah, thank you for the impressions, as they call it. And yeah, number one bedroom podcast in the world. I don't know, I forget the dude's name that said that, but if you're watching that, you got a chuckle out of me. And
yeah, and then the other funny thing too, I don't know if you saw, is so we got some comments telling us to go fuck ourselves and everything. But then these people start following us and sent us a couple nice messages behind the scenes. So it's like they wanted to just be like sheep and go with the herd of hating us. And then they're actually like, hey, what's going on? And like actually being nice. And I also want to do one other shout out. Shout out to all the real fans that stuck up for us because we didn't reply to any of their bullshit, and you guys were out there fighting for us.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome. You guys are awesome, and you guys also came back with some witty shit I seen on a few ones, and I like that. Yeah, I like that shit.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely happy we stirred the pot, and got some things going. Hate is still good attention. No, all press is good press, as they say.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, but man, how's your weekend? I know it's been actually a couple of days since me and Bob have really interacted, so I'm kind of curious of what's going on with you.
Not much, man. Wasn't feeling too hot this weekend. I really didn't do much. Pretty much stayed inside, watched some Netflix and shit. That was about it. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, so I went over to my dad's. He went out of town. I watched his two little dogs. He got like a little Yorkie and a little cockapoo. And I just got to chill with them. And he actually lives on the beach, and I couldn't go over to the beach since they have this thing called red tide where all the fish are dying and stuff, too much oxygen in the water. So I just pretty much stayed inside. I was watching Star Wars, and big Star Wars guy, usually just with the movies. And sorry, burping over here with the Bud Light seltzers, but
shut up.
I started watching this series. It's Star Wars Clone Wars. Have you ever seen it? It's like the animated series between the Clone Wars movie and the Revenge of the Sith.
I haven't seen the show, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen, that it's a thing.
It's fantastic. I'm not real big into like anime. Outside of that, the only like cartoony looking show that I like was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Shout out Avatar.
Shout out.
Better than Korra. But yeah, this show, man, is so good. And from last night to today, I got through like 2 seasons.
Holy
they're
shit!
They're only like 23-minute episodes, and I think there's only like 10, maybe 15 episodes a season. And I mean, I did nothing because you couldn't go outside to the beach. You could, but you actually get like respiratory problems from too much, like all the algae in the water.
Nope.
So just stayed inside, staying safe with the pups and all that shit, but. So we go over there. My dad gives us a couple bucks because he's appreciating me watching the dogs. So Rachel and I go get Skitter's Pizza, which is probably the best pizza on the beach, taste wise, but it doesn't feel so good coming out the other end. And so I go into my dad's bathroom, and I'm like really fucking pissed off because it's just a little thing that gets me every time. Every time I see it, the toilet paper is on the wrong way. And he has it going over the back, and when it should be going over the front. It's just a little thing, but it has me wanting to ask you the question: how do you put toilet paper on the roll? Do you put it over the front, or do you put it over the back?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Typically, I put it over the back, like coming out the bottom. But at the same time, I don't. But like at the same time, I don't really. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't ever really think about how I put it on. I just put it on whatever way it lays. That's the way I'm pulling,
No, but see, like if you're putting it on the back most of the time, that's the way that your brain is like, that's the right way. Which, what kind of sick fuck? Like when I'm pooping in the middle of the night or like whatever, I just need to go with the lights off, reach out and grab it. And like when it's the other way, I'm like, where is it? I'm like fumbling all over the place, and I end up just ripping the shit right off the damn wall or taking it off and having to fix it. So fucking annoying. What is wrong with you people who put it on the wrong way?
So, I mean, me personally, so many things, dude. We don't have enough time on this episode to go through that. But like I said, I don't really think about it. But I guess you're right. Subconsciously, I probably do think over the back's the right way, because when I put it on, that's 90% of the time that's how it is.
But why? What? But like, I know you don't know why, but like, why do you think you do it? Because like, it's so easy just over the front. It's always sitting right there, super easy to grab.
No, it makes sense for sure.
Yeah,
what you're saying makes
like,
sense.
Why are you such a sick fuck and put it on the wrong way? That's all I want to know.
I like to make things difficult, I guess. I really don't know. Yeah.
Fucking clearly.
Yeah.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah. Big friend guys, huh?
Oh yeah, big friend guys. Yeah, I don't know, man. That has just always irritated me. I'll be in public restrooms and I see it. I'm like, fuck, I gotta fix it. And anyone's house, I'll fix it. I can't help myself because I just gotta fucking fix these arrogant little, or not arrogant, ignorant douchebags.
Big arrogant, ignorant douchebags putting the fucking toilet paper on the wrong way, huh, bud? You just gotta tell them, fuck you, Jonesy.
Yeah, fuck you, Jonesy, even though I've never seen that show.
But yeah, I got a question for you. You know all these new big-time rookie quarterbacks coming up this year. I have a list of people that I want to ask you who you think is going to succeed, be mediocre, and probably be a bust out of a few rookie quarterbacks we got coming into the NFL this year.
Are these all quarterbacks or just first rounders?
First rounders, I believe.
Okay.
I didn't really look that far into it. I just like the top teams kind of thing. So
right.
Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, and Mac Jones. Who you think is going to be a bust, and who you think is going to do good, and do you think anybody's just going to be kind of mediocre?
Let me make sure I got this right. So Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, and Mac Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Indubitably.
Yeah, so if you guys have been watching the show for a while, I'm a big Justin Fields guy. I would probably say I would say Justin Fields for me is probably number one in terms of best potential and best opportunity for their first year. The Bears, I mean, they were 8-8 or right around 500, and with a mediocre quarterback at best, and he's just going to make them a lot better. Like, I believe Mitch Trubisky only threw for a couple thousand yards, maybe like 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields is going to blow past that. I mean, he's going to at least have 2,500, maybe 3,000 yards this season, my guess. And I mean, he was put in a position where it's a good team, and it's not like bottom of the barrel. It's not like when Joe Burrow went to the Bengals. Like, that dude, I love Joe. I think he's great, but man, what a fucking hard work way to come out of.
Mm-hmm. And like you're saying, though, the Bears actually have talent around the team. You know what I mean? So he's not just coming into, as you said, a bottom barrel kind of situation.
Yeah, they're more of a middle of the road. Do you think he's like overall the best, or what about you? Who's your first?
Overall the best, I would say. I'm pretty even on Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence, just because like the Jags have been putting in a lot of effort to building talent around, like, it seems the offense, but you know, they got a new head coach that I think is going to be fucking awesome. A little biased in that opinion, but you know, I think they're going to be neck and neck for as far as the most successful quarterbacks on this list.
Yeah, I would also put Trevor Lawrence at number 2. I mean, he's definitely, like, him and Justin Fields are the best talent, I believe. Pretty close. I know a lot of people are pretty high on Trevor Lawrence, but I don't see it. I think one of the good things that they have is they drafted the running back from Clemson to the Jags. So there's going to be a little bit of familiarity and maybe clicking on some cylinders early.
Yeah.
But the thing that's really, for me, is like kind of bad is bottom of the barrel organization. I know the Jags are trying to turn it around and investing, but you get Urban Meyer, who's never coached in the NFL, which college does not translate to the NFL. They're an overall young team. So a lot of those variables, it's either going to be great for them or it's going to be a long rebuilding, which long does mean a few years.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I don't know if a team investing hundreds of millions of dollars is like, yeah, we'll wait 3 years. Like, they're kind of like, we want to win now.
That's another good point. Yeah, they might. Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, outside of Trevor Lawrence, though, it gets kind of dicey for me. I think there's good talent, but I think the opportunities kind of dwindle. I would probably put Zach Wilson, or I don't know. It's kind of hard. Maybe Mac Jones. I'll put Mac Jones at number 3. I don't think he's the best talent in the draft at all. I think he's overhyped, and he had great receivers around him that made him look great. But he's going to a great organization in the Patriots. He has that structure that where I think not Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, he's talented enough to overcome them. I think Mac Jones could rise to the occasion that Bill Belichick's going to put him in, and some of the new talent that they put on that team, as long as he can get his chance with Cam Newton being in the picture.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he gets his chance, I could probably agree with that. But I don't think he's really going to get much of a chance this year outside of preseason, or if, God forbid, Cam gets hurt. But they just signed Cam to that pretty big contract for somebody that's been a very mediocre quarterback for the past few years. I want to say that I feel like they're going to put all their eggs in that basket in Cam Newton, but
it's a safe bet. Because he's a previous MVP, he's going to the Super Bowl and stuff like that. I agree. I didn't mean to cut you off with that. I just think it's almost better to be like, just having a better season could be like just being able to sit out, because you're not going to like a dumpster team like someone on this list is going to be going to. I don't know. Yeah. I'll get there in a second.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see what happens with him, but yeah, I don't think he's going to get his chance. So it's kind of a toss up for me on him. But Speaking of dumpster teams,
so you have Mac. Where's Mac Jones on your list? I have him at 3.
No, I got Zach Wilson at 3 for me.
No
way. Here's my reason. Here's my reason for that, because like I said, I don't think Mac Jones is going to start. I don't really think he's going to get much time to play in the regular season at all. So that's why I have Zach Wilson at 3, because they've been pretty vocal on wanting to get rid of. God, I suck at this. I can't even remember the dude's name, and that's probably why they want to get rid of him. Who's the starting Jets quarterback?
They got rid of him. It was Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Okay.
Sam Darnold. He went to the Panthers.
Oh wow! See, I'm really bad at this. I didn't even know that. I don't follow the Jets at all.
Yeah, it's hard. There's 32 teams, and there's always things going on. It's really hard.
Especially with the quarterbacks moving around this past year, there's been a lot of that. So
a lot of movement.
But yeah, so then he's definitely going to start.
Such a casual, Bob.
I'm a big fucking casual guy, dude. Fuck you, Jonesy. But yeah, clearly he's going to start then. So I think it'd be hard for him not to be third, being that the other 2 on this list I don't think are going to start. So
yeah, I would. So this is where our list is looking like it's going to differ. So I have Mac Jones at 3, and we're going to jump ahead. But I would probably put Zach Wilson probably 5th. I know I'm jumping ahead, but just because he's starting doesn't mean he's going to have a good year. I would rather actually sit on the bench for a year than have a bad year. The Jets haven't been over 500 in 5, maybe 6 years now. I think it was 2014 or 2015 since they've been over 500. So that's just telling me they got a new coach. He's going to be and then they got a new quarterback. What are the chances that they're going to be above 500? And that just kind of demoralizes a quarterback. At least with like a Mac Jones, he's sitting behind a quarterback that has kind of a proven track record. I know Cam fell off past couple years, but he's making a good comeback. And yeah, over being the best, I don't necessarily have to always think on stats, but what's going to be best for them. Kind of a weird question, but just the way I perceive the question to be.
No, that's a good way to look at things on that for sure. But yeah, I get what you're saying by you'd rather sit on the bench and have a bad year, but honestly, I don't see how bad it could be. Well, no, never mind.
Being a Browns
it could be
fan,
pretty
you should
fucking
know
bad.
how
Yeah,
bad it could
that's
be.
exactly. As soon as that came out of my mouth, that's where my head went. I was like, it's got to be bad. It could be bad. Dude.
Yeah,
it could definitely
you
be
guys
bad.
have literally had a season recently where you haven't even won a fucking game, so it could be bad. And
It could be bad,
think about it. Being 21, 22 years old, and being like, here's the keys to the kingdom, and you win 0 games. You're like, these keys they're gonna change the locks on these doors.
Yeah,
And-
I'm gonna be sleeping on the sidewalks.
Yeah, good thing you got a rookie contract. But going back to my 4th, I have Trey Lance. Sort of a similar situation to what's his name, Mac Jones over at the Patriots, but him being over at the 49ers. I think he's also gonna sit, but I think that could be good for him. They're a good organization. They just made it to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but what's your opportunity to start? I mean, Jimmy G had a bad year and everyone went ready to give up on him, but he just got you to the Super Bowl the year before. And you have all this money invested in him, and I just think they got to give him another year. So that's why I have him at 4 and not 3, because I think the Patriots are a better org than the 49ers. So Mac Jones has more to learn, especially being behind a good proven quarterback like Cam. But Trey Lance. Yeah, Trey Lance. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry. But Trey Lance has to sit behind Jimmy G, where it is kind of back and forth, and he's kind of fooling himself, and it's like, what's going on there? So just to wrap up my side of the list, I have Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Trey Lance, and Zach Wilson in that order. Where did you have Trey Lance for yours?
I had Trey Lance last because I don't think he's going to get an opportunity to show anything for the next couple of years, because this whole Jimmy G thing, because like if you remember a few months ago, they were all saying that they were all high on getting him out of there and everything. Like there were rumors coming from within the organization that they want him out and everything. I don't think that's true. I think that's a bunch of shit talking going on from whispers within the organization, or not even, maybe outside of it. I don't know, but Jimmy G really didn't have that bad of a year. He didn't have a great year, but he didn't have a bad year. But for somebody to say that Jimmy G is washed or whatever after a year, because I saw a lot of that too, that's a pretty stupid thing to say, in my opinion, because like you said, he just got you to a Super Bowl. He didn't have a great year after that.
They barely lost the Super Bowl. They lost it in the 4th quarter.
It was a fantastic game. Like, the dude sat behind Tom Brady for how many years? He signed at one time the biggest quarterback contract in the league. Like, that changed very quickly, but at one time he had it.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still that's a lot of money regardless invested in a player.
Yeah.
So it's hard to give up. It's hard to give up. And for everyone listening who has a job, and you have good days and you have bad days. And unfortunately, his bad days, he has 16 days to show you in a regular season what he's made of. And I mean, how often do you have good days? So that's really hard to like just to be able to judge somebody like that.
Yeah, to me, the Trey Lance thing is going to be like a Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers situation. You know, there's high talks coming into him about him and everything, but in practice and everything, you can't show your worst shit. So, you know.
Well, and Trey Lance, I think, didn't even throw a pass last year because of COVID.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was pretty much all based off of his 2019 season, which
Holy
was great.
Shit.
But yeah, I think he might have played like one game or something like that.
Why? Because he had COVID, or because his?
No, just like the whole season got jacked.
Holy fuck. Yeah, that
From
definitely
what I
keeps him on
remember.
the bottom of my list, then, for sure.
Yeah. And guys, if I'm wrong, fucking scold me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we're casuals, man.
We're just fucking casuals. You know, I've never played professional football. But
We're just
I'm
a couple
guy with
of
a lot
casuals.
fucking opinions.
Yeah, we're just a couple of casuals bringing you the #1 bedroom podcast in the world, and thank you for listening.
Yeah,
Woo!
thank you for listening. So one day, it won't be the #1 bedroom podcast. It'll just be the #1 podcast.
Yep.
God.
Big podcast, guys.
And guys, if you're out listening, go over our Instagram and leave us a comment that Bob should be moving down to Florida so we can get a fucking studio going.
Yeah, and if
We
you
need
guys are
some
doing that,
motivation
go over
on
to
the lamb
Twitter
chop.
and shoot us a follow on Twitter. Do that as well.
Instagram's better. But you got something you want to talk about? I know we got we usually do a couple of different topics, but I'll let you lead on this one, big guy.
Didn't you have a story you wanted to tell me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we could do the story now. So
We don't tell each other the stories we have to say because we want.
Yeah, so the way that we usually do is we just say like, hey, we have kind of these topics we want to talk about and keep it very vague so it's very real. So we talked a little bit about like trimming the balls before and stuff like that. But do you have anything funny that like has ever happened to you, like the first time you ever did some like manscaping down there?
Nothing funny, just something incredibly bloody. That was about all. I wouldn't necessarily say it was funny.
Did you nick your sack?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before on here. I thought I was bleeding out.
It's hard, like, you know, because it just all blends together, some of these conversations, because
we ramble.
like
big rambling guys.
Yeah, we ramble. So if you're here with us through all of our rambling, we appreciate it.
Shout out.
But, yeah, like, so the first time I ever did manscaping, I was pretty young. And, you know, you start, like, I hit puberty pretty young. And, you know, you start growing the bush and a bunch of hair in all the different places. And then you see some pretty girls and you're like, I don't want someone to see me with this bush. And I wasn't growing facial hair yet, so I didn't have, like, a trimmer. So I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, I guess I could use these scissors.
Oh, buddy.
So I start taking these scissors, you know, I'm like, well, barber shopping it up, right? So I just like take some scissors, I'm like, whoop, 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 like Edward Scissorhands down there. And, you know, I give myself a nice little hairstyle. And
did you give it a mohawk?
Then I'm like, yeah, faux hawk. But yeah, you know, I start trimming it up. You can't do it that well. I was like, I'm not gonna trim my nuts because that's scary. But then I'm like, you know, I got some long ass hair back here, so I started trimming my ass hair too with these same scissors. And weird time in my life. Weird time.
It sure sounds like it,
but like, how do you do that? Like, man, I was just like reaching back. I'm like, hopefully I don't fucking shove this out my asshole.
So you cut your asshole hairs with scissors?
I got a little bit of them. They were long, and I'm like, man, like this is kind of messy, you know. So I never had like any of these talks with like my parents. My dad's real open, and my mom, you know, I feel like I can't really talk to her about some of that stuff when I was younger. And you're like, I don't want to be like, Mom, my asshole hair is long. Can I have a trimmer or something like that? Like I didn't
you
know.
Cut them for me?
Can you cut them for me? Yeah. Or like go into my barber, like, can you cut this for me? Latest hairstyle. I want to fade. And
give it a bald fade, dude.
But I didn't know asshole hair was normal at that point in my life. Because I mean, Bob, I hit puberty at like 10. I hit it really young.
All right.
Really young. And so I was like, I'm just getting hair in all these different places. I'm like, man, I'm getting fucking hair all over my dick. Not my dick, but you know, just my crotch area. And I'm like,
you don't have any hair going up the shaft? You said that like that doesn't happen.
Well, like, I don't mean like, you know, a little bit, but like.
Okay. I thought something was wrong.
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Like.
Sorry,
like
I took us off topic.
On the bottom part of the shaft, yeah, like a little bit.
Okay, I just thought something was wrong here, so I just want to make sure.
No, but I'm like, man, it's fucking just coming out everywhere.
It's coming out of
like,
every orifice
like
on my
fucking
body.
Crotch, my fucking taint, my fucking asshole. My holy shit, this is just everywhere. And yeah, man, I just had to. Didn't have the trimmer. Got some scissors. But yeah, you know, now it's under control.
So it's just one of those things where you started and you didn't know where to end.
Yeah, I didn't know where to end because I'm like, what's normal and what is not normal? Because it's just weird times when you're hitting that age and you have no one to really talk to about it. I don't have any siblings. And like,
you said it was a weird time in my life.
Yeah, no, dude. Those times were so weird. I had so many things to figure out. You know, at that point, I was just trimming my fucking balls with fucking scissors, jerking off, blaming watching porn on the neighbor, egging house, just all this weird shit, and you know, just stuff you've already heard about from previous podcasts.
Yep, and knowing you for 15 years.
We've known each other for 20, Bob.
God, we're old as fuck, dude.
I know. We're fucking about to blow the dust. But
about to blow the dust.
But you know, I want to. So we're talking about, you know, boys becoming men, and the new place that happens is Warzone, and I want to know what you think of how Warzone is currently going, and if you think it's going to be around to stay.
Oh, it's going fucking terribly, dude. And no, I don't think it's going to be around to stay unless they start doing something different. There's a lot of big games coming out now. A lot of people are talking about Halo. Battlefield always being the main competitor to Call of Duty is coming out soon. Now, the two main downfalls to those that may keep the Call of Duty portion rolling a little longer than it should is that as of this point, neither Halo or Battlefield have announced a Battle Royale. And thanks to Fortnite, Battle Royale is now the biggest game mode that anybody wants to play, including myself. So I will continue to play it until a new Battle Royale comes out that can compete with Warzone. Do I think that there's going to be one that is as good as Warzone? Absolutely not. But if somebody can come out with one, create a good anti-cheat and good servers, it will kill Warzone. Doesn't even have to be that good of a game. The cheating in Warzone right now is the worst it's ever been. They're doing... Do you remember the old JPEG Xboxes? I think that's what they called it. JPEG. JTAG. That was it. The old JTAG Xboxes back in MW2 and everything when we'd get into the lobbies, the 10 Prestige lobbies.
I almost bought one on eBay. Yeah.
I remember that. We almost did, so we could start making fucking money off these little kids.
Hell yeah.
Dude, the cheating's so bad in Warzone now that you don't even have to enter a lobby. These guys with these modded lobbies are going in, and if you kill the guy, or I don't even think you have to kill the guy, but I know Nick Merckx killed the dude, and he got level 1001 and unlocked everything, including the Activision employee calling cards. Like, these guys, like, this shit's next level now. There's no stopping it unless... Well, I guess there is stopping it because 2 days later they stopped it. They put an update out that you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, but stopping it short term or long term? That's
who knows, dude? Who knows?
Yeah, and then like they can't even remember how long it took them to fix the gun glitch. And
dude,
then
that was right when we both got PC.
Weeks and weeks and weeks, and then they fix it, and then a couple weeks later, it's fucking back.
Dude, that was our first 2 months on PC. That was like the week we got the PC, that glitch came out.
It was actually so you got the PC before I did.
Oh,
like 2 months
yeah.
before, and I was so happy I waited because that was such a pain in the ass. But
That was fucking
so we're
miserable.
talking about. So you're talking a lot about like what these other games are going to be able to do. But what do you think Call of Duty can do to stay relevant?
It's pretty simple. There's 3 major things. Okay, first and foremost, anti-cheat, because right now that's murdering the game. Like that, we could put all the other little shit aside. That's the biggest thing right now that's killing the game is every fucking lobby that you get in now. It's back to like 6 months ago when there was a cheater every time. And me and you are one and the same, and when people we play with are always like, oh, he's cheating. No, there's people better than you. We're on cross-platform. We all play controller. There's people that are keyboard and mouse that are fucking cracked. Not everybody's cheating. So it's getting to the point again where it's like, oh shit, everybody could be cheating. That's killing us ridiculously now. So that's the first thing, anti-cheat. Second thing, servers. Okay, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company, so this isn't too much to ask for. The servers are terrible. It's just starting on Friday that I've noticed at least. It's taken us anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes to get into a game. And like, you know how when you search for a game, the ping, like your search ping or whatever is on the screen, it's going all the way up to like 250 until you find a match 5 to 10 minutes later, and then it drops back down to normal. But servers now is becoming an issue, which is more annoying to me than the cheating thing. And then map changes. We've been playing on the same map for almost, a year and a half. Like, come on. It's time to invest some time into it. You gave us a new game mode on Warzone that's a map that you used in 3 or 4 different Call of Duties. Start using your fucking brains. Give us something bigger, something better, with an anti-cheat, with better servers, on the same engine, because I don't want it on that Black Ops engine. That Black Ops engine is fucking terrible. There's the 3 key things that they can do. Change some shit up, put some better servers in, and give us a fucking anti-cheat. It's been too long.
Yeah, and like I want to go a little outside of just like the map. I think the map falls under this, but like just new content. It's like Fortnite was great. Fortnite did it over the top. New content every week. It made me fucking sick to my stomach because I knew eventually they were going to ruin the game, like as they did. But Call of Duty does the other thing. Like, we'll give you new content once, if ever. So it's like they gave us Resurgence on Rebirth Island, which is like the best game they put out. It's so fast paced, and everyone used to think shit on it, but it's so fast paced and fun. It makes you better. It's exhilarating, and you get to shit on kids all day long because you get to kill them and they coming back, and you get to talk shit. You're like, I'm coming back for you, fucker, and that's just so fun. And I think they need to almost break that down into two different lanes, where make new maps for that, make another map for Verdansk or anything, and these different game mode ideas, and instead of just like, oh, here's 1984 version of this. I'm surprised they haven't done that on Rebirth Island.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised they haven't made some little change to that. I mean, they brightened everything up.
It looks nice.
It does look nice. But, again, that's not a major change. Like, that was their attempt to fix the rose skin thing. They're just not doing anything. Like, it's just laziness.
Yeah. And I don't know what else they could do. Actually, I'm going to take that back. They need to get a meta back in this game.
Yeah.
The lack of a meta is ridiculous. And I'm not saying have like a Bruin again, where it's just the only thing anybody can use. But you have to it's okay to have one gun better than the rest.
Yes.
That's how it is in real life. Some guns are stronger, some guns are not. But you got to like, being balanced is not great. And I don't know what the fuck they're thinking with this. It's not healthy. It's not a healthy way for the game to survive. Yeah, I mean, but there are some that are, I think, that are pretty good. Like the Pharah is great. Like, it's just dominant.
Yeah, Pharah's good.
But yeah,
but they just nerfed it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, they just nerfed it. They just did a bunch of more adjustments, nerfing a bunch of good shit and slightly buffing a bunch of like mediocre shit, subpar stuff. So now,
well, there's the other thing too. They fuck with stuff too much.
Every other week.
Every week.
Yeah, it's every week to every other week something's changing, and it's fucking ridiculous. You can't get used to something.
And I feel like they're just trying to push more playtime. So they're like, oh, this shitty gun that nobody ever would have used is now OP, or like among the better ones.
That's a good point.
Then they gotta fucking grind it. They get their playtime up, or then they go and buy Black Ops and get their sales again. So it's just fucking ridiculous.
That's a good point. That has to be the only reason they're doing it. Because Black Ops is a dog shit game. I don't care what anybody says. That game fucking sucks. It looks like
Fun.
Yeah, but the engine looks like we're playing in 2012 again. It sucks. It is ugly. It isn't. It's like Modern Warfare. The one thing that everybody could agree on, that was a beautiful game. That the graphics on that were absolutely fucking amazing. The campaign, the multiplayer, the Warzone aspect of it, everything was on par with each other to where it was fucking awesome all around. Black Ops, to me personally, is dog shit. That game fucking is terrible. It's fun sometimes, but I can't get over the fact that...
we've had some good times on it.
Yeah.
But it also goes to the fact that it's so different. If you play Black Ops for too long, you're almost bad at fucking Warzone.
Yeah, and you can't have that with an integrated game. You can't have them be that drastically different. Like, it's terrible. They did everything wrong on that. And again, I'm not a game dev, so I don't want to hear I'm a casual and I'm a fat fuck, get out of my bedroom and stuff. But because that's what I got. That's what we got on the fucking Connor stuff. But I'm telling you, dude, the game's dog shit. Anybody that doesn't think that is, to me, they're tripping. You tripping, dog? I
agree, but. Yeah, it's just such an interesting thing, and I know we've talked to King Crusader on TikTok a little bit about like some of the gaming stuff, and he has some good points with it. He does a lot of content of like what games are coming up next, and I really do hope that some of the games that he talks about, like, and you talked about Battlefield, Halo, I think there was one other one I can't remember the name of, but I hope the increased competition causes the strongest player or the strongest game to survive.
Yeah,
that's
me
what
too.
I would hope.
Unfortunately,
like
we all helped make Call of Duty a fucking monster.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else to say on that fucking dumpster fire of a game right now. But so you want to jump over to that Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight?
Yeah. Did you see Jake and Woodley made a bet? Did you happen to run across that at all?
I only heard about it, just a little bit before the show when we were talking about overview, but I don't know any of the actual details itself.
So Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley had a press conference, and they went over like where the location of the fight's going to be and when the tickets go on sale and all that stuff. Stipe Miocic walked out Jake Paul, and they announced that the fight is going to be in Cleveland at the Quicken Loans Arena, or now it's the Rocket Mortgage Arena. So that's sweet. I might try to go to that.
Go?
I'm going to try, yeah. If the tickets aren't ridiculously expensive, I'm going to go.
How much do you think they could be?
If they're anything like the UFC fight I went to, they're going to be fucking ridiculous. This is a Showtime promotion now. They're probably going to be more
is
than
it?
Yeah, it's a Showtime. Jake signed with
Holy
Showtime.
Fuck. I knew that, but I didn't know that this one was going to be that.
Oh yeah, this is his first Showtime promotion. So those tickets might be a lot more than my UFC tickets were, and those were $8.50 a pop.
Get some press seats. Be like, hey, crack one open podcast.
Hey,
here.
crack one open. Let me in. Come on, Jake. But
Jake, can I get a minute?
But yeah, Stipe walked out with them in the before the press conference, which I thought was interesting. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because, two Cleveland fellas, or if Stipe's training him. I don't know. But they were sitting there talking, and Jake said, let's make a bet. And Tyron was like, what? And Jake said, if I win, you get I Love Jake Paul tattooed on you. And if you win, I get I Love Tyron Woodley tattooed on me. And you can tell Tyron Woodley's a grown-ass man. He was like, this is a little kid bet. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell he was like...
But that's funny.
It's funny, yeah.
Like,
but then Jake was
adds
like...
another element to it.
It really does.
Yeah, it's a little kid bet, but if Jake Paul beats him, he's just going to have to live with that forever.
Yeah. But, like, Tyron was just, like, shaking his head, like, are you fucking kidding me? And then Jake was like, you're scared. And Tyron looked around and asked the crowd. He was like, you guys think I should do it? And they were like... you could tell that they all looked at each other and were like, yeah. He was like,
well, it's
right,
like why wouldn't you do it if you don't think you can win?
Yeah, I mean
you
that's
have,
a good
nothing
point.
to lose at that point. I mean, if he's so confident in himself that there's nothing to lose. At the only point, you make Jake look like a fucking idiot because then he lost his own bet that nobody else wanted to do.
Yeah, I just don't think he knew how to react to it though, because I'm sure that was the last bet that he was expecting from him. I'm sure he was thinking like a bet, like if you lose, donate your purse to your favorite charity, like he did to Ben Askren. I just think he was like, what, a tattoo? And because he looked around in shock, and then he asked the crowd said, yeah. And he was like, all right, bet. So they're doing it now, and I thought that was funny. I'm actually really
just
excited.
A bunch of reporters, or were they actual fans?
It seemed like a bunch of reporters because it didn't seem like there were too many people out there.
Yeah,
I'm actually excited for that fight, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, Jake's a fucking fighter.
Jake's a fighter. And
I can't. So it's funny. He's a better fighter than Logan, but I love Logan, and I can't stand Jake. So
yeah, same, dude.
I wish the best qualities in them were together, and they were just one. But unfortunately,
that's not what we got.
Sorry, this fucking Mustang just drove by my house. Piece of shit Mustangs.
Fucking Fords.
But, yeah. Chevy or get out, right?
I guess.
Oh, come on, dude. You got a Chevy Colorado. I got a Corvette. It's all good.
It's all good in the hood.
Yeah, it's all good in the hood. Yeah, man, but I hope you go.
Me too.
And if not, me and you should watch it.
Yeah, we should. If I don't go, we should watch it. And if I do go, I'm going to do a little vlog for the YouTube channel. And speaking of our YouTube channel, we started putting out full-length videos of the podcast. Go over and check it out. Crack One Open Podcast on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That really helps us out. Give us some likes if you like it. Anything you want us to improve on,
you're
put
a
in the
full-blown fucking YouTuber right now.
Dude, put it in the comments. Let us know what we can improve on. I love this shit, dude.
Yeah. I love it, and I appreciate you grinding that out. That's a lot of work in that video edited and put up there.
Yeah, I appreciate you teaching me, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun.
Derek helped me find something I love doing, man. This editing the video thing is actually really cool. And like I said, the vlog thing, that would be really cool to do. Like if we ever end up doing cool shit like, Jake Paul fight or whatever, that'd be really sweet to put together a little mini vlog for the channel and all that good stuff. looking forward to stuff like that.
And if you guys do want more like a lifestyle content behind the scenes, like who we are and stuff like that, I think that'd be cool. But let us know. We don't want to put it out. No one's gonna watch. You know, we want to actually provide value to you guys. But the last thing I want to talk about is, what are your 3 celebrities that you wanna fuck them, right?
Top 3 celebrities I want to fuck? Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, off the top of my head, one that I can think of, Kendall Jenner. She's a fucking dime piece.
I thought you said Caitlyn.
No.
I thought you fucking said Caitlyn. I was like, holy fuck, Bob.
No, but thank you. In the words of Blake Griffin, thank you, Caitlyn Jenner, for your daughter's daddy issues. Megan Fox is another one, and she got that drug addict vibe going on with her right now, where she's like, dude, her and MGK are strung out every time you see them on shit, and I'm like, yeah, she's extra hot now.
She reminds me of like a dominatrix. Like, you would have sex with her and she'd like step on your nuts. Like,
yeah, that kinky bitch.
That
kinky bitch. And another one I would put up there that I just found out about last night because she stopped fighting before I started watching the UFC, so I never really realized how hot she was. But Miesha Tate, she is fucking hot.
I don't know who that is. I'll have to look her up.
Dude, she fought last night and I was watching, and me and my boss were texting back and forth about it, and he texted me to start the conversation off. He was like, Miesha Tate comes back tonight. There's a whole new opportunity for us to see her boobies fall out. I was like, I said, the future's bright. And I put the little emoji with the sunglasses. But yeah, she's pretty hot. I dig her. What about you? Who are your top 3?
I'm the type of guy who likes brunettes. I love MILFs. Big MILF guy. Don't know why. Guy. Always love MILFs. I either like women with brown hair and big boobs and a little butt, or women with brown hair, like real twiggy and like a nice cute little butt. And so my first one is a MILF, Salma Hayek. She, she's like 45. She's big. She got those mommy milkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's busty, dude. She's busty.
Dude, she's busty. Ever since I remember I saw her the first time in Grown Ups, that Adam Sandler movie, and I'm like, holy fuck! When they're in the swimming pool scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah, where they all pee in the pool or whatever.
Yeah, well, she wasn't peeing in the pool. She was laying out like the fucking MILF she is.
Yeah, with their big mommy milkers.
Yeah, yeah, dude, those things could be busted.
Big bussy.
So the next one, she actually lives right pretty close to me over in Tampa. Kat Stickler from TikTok. If you're seeing this, God, you're fucking beautiful. Holy shit.
Yeah, she's fine.
Man, and she's a MILF all on her own. She got a little kid, so that's pretty great. But yeah, she fits in more of that twig thing because she don't got big boobs. She got a cute little butt though. I see over on the TikTok.
I see it.
And I see it.
And
then the last one, I wouldn't call her a celebrity. At least a mainstream celebrity. She's a porn star, and her name is Ava Adams. And man, she was probably also the same person I was getting in trouble with back in the day.
When you blamed your neighbor.
When I blamed Steve for watching porn on my computer, it was probably me watching her. And for me watching her still to this day, I mean that's like watching her go from like just like a regular porn star to a MILF. Like I watched her age, so.
I watched every part of her age.
Yeah. The boobs started sagging lower, and I'm like, still hot. Sorry for bumping my mic, but still hot. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty well-rounded list from, skinny fine bitches to some milfy mommy milker ladies.
Skinny fine bitches and some big mommy milkers. And that is the Crack One Open podcast, baby.
Oh my god! Yeah. So let us know what your favorite.
Yeah, tell us your list.
Yeah, I noticed in mine there's no fucking blondes. Blondes are hot, but brunettes do it better. Whew. Man,
it's pretty accurate.
I'm fucking lightheaded, man.
That was funny, dude.
Yeah. Well, I don't got anything else. You want to throw anything in at the end?
No, other than just reiterating, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, and please head over to our YouTube channel. And like I said, the subscription and the notification bell helps us out a lot, as well as likes and watches, obviously.
Obviously.
The more of you guys that do that, the more it helps us out. And any other content you want to see other than the podcast, let us know. Personally, I'm looking forward to, the potential of branching out into different areas through our YouTube channel to interact and show different sides of, outside of our bedroom podcast. Number one bedroom podcast in the world, I may add. But yeah, I just look forward to kind of branching out in different directions, in different areas, going through our YouTube channel. So head on over there, give us a subscribe, and, let us know what you want to see. What about you? You got anything else to add?
No, man, I just appreciate all the support that we've been getting. Yeah, if you stuck around this far in the end, you're a real one. And we got some big things coming. We're hitting some big milestones. So definitely plan on keeping an eye out for some special things coming in the near future.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got some big plans now that we're able to get full video up.
Yeah, Bob's going to shake his mommy milkers.
Absolutely, yeah. A couple hundred subscriber mark. I'm not going to give you the milestone that I'm looking for, but once I hit that milestone, I'm going to put my mommy milkers up there, dude.
Full nip.
Fuck yeah, dude. No fucking, what do they call them? Nipple tassels? Yeah, I'm freeing the nip. I'm freeing them both. Yeah, pasties. No pasties on this one.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got for this one. If you stuck around this long again, we appreciate you. But until next Tuesday, we'll see you then. Peace out, guys.